The day is only just beginning, and I'm sure you can hear that the birdsong here is louder than anything else, even though we are actually standing by quite a busy road. Across this flower farm, there are thousands of blooms catching this first morning light, and bees are buzzing and winding through the rows doing their work. Today, I'm at Gingerly Green Flower Farm with Clare Redman. Claire, describe what's looking particularly beautiful on the farm right now.
At the moment, we're sort of like coming into sort of midsummer-ish. So snapdragons, which are these spiky tall ones you can see there, and phlox, they're very highly scented. They're very popular.
And we'll just describe them. We've got orange palettes there, like burnt orange, fiery, and then through to the lilacs and purples.
And then later on in the season, so in front of us here, these ones which just look like a collection of green leaves, these are actually some of my 400 odd dahlias, and they will start to flower from possibly some of them from July, and then they'll go right through until the frost, and they come in every colour, shape and size, and people go wild for dahlias.
They do, don't they?
Yeah,
they do. They're the real princess of flowers, I think.
It's funny because they used to be very uncool. They used to be the sort of thing that your granddad grew at the back of the allotment, sort of like out the way, and we didn't talk about. Now they're everywhere.
We could be here for hours listing the different amount of flowers. You've still got loads of roses going.
Yeah,
they're in really good condition considering the heat wave.
Yeah,
and you've got yellows, purples, greens, pinks, whatever colour you want or whatever style you want. It's here.
The super tall patch that you can see over the top of those yellows, that's actually fennel, which technically is a herb.
And have a look at that.
But I do put in herbs because they're actually usually got very good vase life. They flower beautifully and they're really good for pollinators, which is very important to me.
Beautiful.
It's part of I wouldn't say the reason for doing this, but certainly a huge thing for me that I'm very passionate about is I like the fact that we're also giving back to the environment, because obviously you can imagine, I'm never going to cut every single flower in here. So the bees and all of our pollinators and everyone gets an opportunity and time to get in and feed. And this used to be a wheat field 3 years ago. So it was basically a monoculture. And I can tell already, because I work out here all day, every day, that the change in bird life, insect life, everything, it's wild. Like, to me, it is wild to see.
It is, and as we're standing here in the shade of this gorgeous fennel, which towers above us, doesn't it? And we both can't help but
I
feel
know
it, because it's so sensory
tactile.
And so gorgeous. I've got these in my garden, actually. They're just lovely, and to smell it. Oh, I just want a fresh summer salad.
I was going to say, sometimes people come in from cutting flowers and they go, oh, I think I'm going to have some salmon tonight. They've got a load of
lovely. Well, why not? But yeah, you can see the insects everywhere, the bees, and I couldn't name them all, but there's the biodiversity here, and what you've created. It's this whole little ecosystem. It's huge, actually. Just to give people an idea of the scale of it, it's bigger than a football pitch, isn't it? It's almost 2 football pitches, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that, full of beautiful flowers. If you haven't been down, if you live in Kent, you need to come. What is it about growing flowers that makes you feel alive?
So for me, I like the fact that it's the changeability. Nothing lasts forever and you're always doing something different. So for instance, I think it would be so boring if we had tulips all year round. I love tulips. I grow tulips, they're wonderful. And once they're over, it's the excitement factor of what's coming next. And then when that's over, it's, we're back to this. And it's that sort of seasonal element. And I love that they bring joy to people. But even people that will tell you they don't like flowers, if you gave them something, they'd be like, oh, thank you. And it's just a way of showing someone that you are thinking of them, that you value them, that you care, that you have sympathy. It's a really nice way of keeping someone present with you, I think, anyway.
Absolutely. Flowers speak a million different languages, don't they?
And you can give them for any reason.
Yeah. Is there a particular moment on this farm that never gets old?
When I get up early in the morning and there's a quiet lull and the bus hasn't come along and there's no one on the road, or at the very end of the day and I just hear the birds, and it is just a dream. So you can hear at the moment a wood pigeon, a wren, There's a blackbird in there, and I think the yellowhammers as well.
So how does working so closely with the seasons influence the way that you live your life?
Well, I certainly don't take summer holidays like I used to, which is great for my boyfriend, obviously, because he works in education still, so he gets all the summer holidays, and I'm like, no, sorry, darling, I'm busy. For me, it just seems natural because you're just following the natural elements of things. So I do get a longer lie-in in the winter. I do get, some time off. I do get to calm myself down. But perhaps this is just me, and I don't mean to romanticise it, but I'm working with the seasons, not against them. So everyone that's a farmer will always complain about the weather, myself included. We're never happy. However, you just follow it and you work with it as best you can.
So what about at the moment, because we're literally in a heat wave?
Yes.
There's actually a red amber alert out today, isn't
Yeah.
there? That it's extremely rare from the government that we don't want to go outside and etc. And here we are braving it for 20 odd minutes for this podcast. But you have to work these flowers. You don't want them all dying in the heat.
No.
What's the challenge there?
So for me, it's preparation. So I don't know if you can see here. Oh, here's a good patch. I'll show you this. So can you see this bed? You can see it's actually got like sort of darker, blacker compost on top.
Yes.
And that's because it's mulch. So if I pull this apart...
Yeah, we're just getting our hands in the soil now. Oh, how lovely.
Can you see that as you get underneath that darker top layer, it's actually moist underneath? And that's because this is a mulch that I have put down when it was significantly cooler, because I put that down in preparation. And what that does is that traps the moisture and keeps it and stops it from evaporating. So my preparation was, I knew the heat was coming, so I got this done already so that I can go and hide in the shade and do more admin jobs, tidy up my plant pots, put them in size order, etc.
Oh wow, that's the real working of the farm.
Yes.
So is there a particular season that feels the most alive to you?
I guess spring, purely because you've come through winter and everything's starting to peep up, and there's this sort of wonderful few weeks where perhaps the spring bulbs have come and gone, but the actual field is starting to look really lush and fulsome, and it won't be in full flower, it won't be in colour, so perhaps to everybody else's eye they might think, no, it's not ready yet, but to me it's potential, it's showing what's coming, and it's just that real sort of fusion of, whoa, it's gonna go.
Wow, that's lovely. I think a lot of people would resonate with that feeling in spring that we all get of hope, and the year's just beginning and everything's waking up again. So it's lovely that you get to really experience that at the roots and earth level, literally. There's a quote on your website actually by the Buddha, and it says, "If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change."
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
Well, again, for me, I sound like some sort of flower stalker, but it's because
you are a flower stalker. I mean, it's okay.
It's because for me, it's the literal active. You watch the whole cycle of life happen in front of your very eyes. So I'm trying to think if I've got. So this is a good patch to show you. So here you can see I've got some foxgloves, and if you look
that's where
in,
the fairies live. Sorry, but
not just fairies. They're also called
on.
foxgloves because foxes used to put their little noses and paws in them.
Oh.
So they're just beautiful. But this patch you can see I've got a variety of some which are still just about in flower, some which have fully gone over and they'll be in seed soon, and then some that are just starting because I've already chopped one off and that's its secondary flower.
The continuous cycle, literally. The young
whole
greens,
thing.
The nearly dead ones, and the ones that are in flower.
And even the ones that are nearly sort of dead, they're still beautiful to me in a sense.
I think they're absolutely gorgeous.
And then these will self-seed.
They feel so soft.
They're lovely, aren't they?
They're so soft.
And these will seed, and what will happen is I use them a bit like a magic wand. I'll chop them off and I'll shake it everywhere, and they'll come back. And for me, it's beautiful and miraculous because their seed is like dust. And when they're really over, I mean, can you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
So that's one of the, I'm definitely done.
What are you doing now? You're just scrunching the leaves at the bottom?
Yeah.
To show how that really
So that's definitely done. But from the base of that will come something like this. And you can see just how beautiful.
We're just looking now at a really tall foxglove with white little lampshady bits, whatever they're called.
And inside each petal,
yeah.
these dots, they're
Yeah.
meant to be a road for a bumblebee. It's how they can see to find their way up to go inside.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
It's
And again,
much
I've
more
heard
obvious
that's
on the
dots that the
purples.
fairies have made. But,
Yes.
Perhaps
they're calling them
okay,
in.
you talk about bumblebees. and the fox thing, is that true or is that a legend?
It's a legend.
Okay, I just had to check because I'm a bit
I
gullible.
could have pulled your leg there, couldn't I? And had you?
Easily. Oh, there's a nice bee feeding happily on the sweet nectar. Do you ever worry that we've stopped noticing this kind of beauty?
Yes, and sometimes I find it's really interesting with the types of people that come to pick your own. So, for instance, no one's ever rude to me, but there are some times when people come in and they have to come to the studio first, and I give them a bit of a chat. And they might be a bit sort of curt or a bit sort of cold. They're never rude, but they're very much like, yes, no, fine, off I go. And you think, okay, fine. And they come back in and they're like, hi. I'm like, are you? What have you been doing out there? They're like, honestly, I've been out there for 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, I didn't realise. And
Wow.
you can see it really. I mean, I don't massively love the word mindful because it does get a bit overplayed, but you can see how they've almost recharged their own batteries.
I love that because I can relate to that. You know, I go around sometimes in life on an autopilot. You're doing this, you're doing that. Come on, I've got to fit in the flower farm. Hurry up, get there. You know, pull out. I've got here late. Oh no, traffic on the motorway. And then you get here and you do exhale.
And because all people are doing when they're here is cutting flowers, they're basically just thinking, do I want that stem or that stem? Does that one go with that one? Do I like that one? And they don't really have the capacity or time to be thinking or worrying or dwelling. They are just present in what they're doing there and then, and I think that's beautiful.
Absolutely, and it's really allowing yourself to play. I remember the first flower farm I went to, because I didn't even realise flower farms were a thing until a couple of years ago, and then I thought, well, you can go and pick your own flowers. I felt I was like a kid in a sweet shop with a pair of secateurs, and you can have a massive bucket, fill it up as much as you can. And I'm sort of thinking, well, I'm allowed to, this beautiful thing here, I'm allowed to cut it.
I regularly have people saying that to me.
You can't believe your luck, sort of thing. It's just such a playful, wonderful experience.
People regularly say, well, and I can cut, and yes, please do. Or they come in, I think, oh, have you got enough flowers? And they go, oh, they're so beautiful. I'm like, it is not a garden. Please go and cut these flowers.
Yeah, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So you're giving adults who perhaps have forgotten how to play, and have forgotten how to notice and slow down, you're giving them that chance to do so.
Well, fascinating is, oh look, there's the red kite. See, I told you we've got red kite action.
Yes.
So can you see that he's got slightly sort of forked almost wings, and you can see, well, he's gone the other side of the tree now, but he's got a very different shape to the buzzards. So yeah, we've got a large, and the red kite's only recently moved in, although the other day we did have 8 on one day, which was super exciting.
Oh wow.
So yeah, he's going to swirl around. He's catching one of the thermals. Great day for birds of prey today because they swirl around on the thermals, and obviously all the little mices are just so hot. I sort of
not such a great day for the mice.
No, not so much, but I'm okay with that.
yeah, I know.
You got to feed them all.
How
so yeah, he'll potentially come a bit closer.
And you get to notice all these things.
Yes.
It's not just flowers, is it?
No.
It's the whole natural world out here that you're part of.
Yeah.
Do you feel that the landscape here ever talks back to you?
Yes. So a wise woman once told me that there is no point in fighting with a flower. If you are arranging flowers and you've put a stem in and it's not where you want it and it's gone in a different direction, she said, why are you wasting your time? It will always go back to where it wants. It's exactly the same with growing. There's this very big mantra in the sort of the gardening world, and it's called right place, right plant, and you have to put your plant in the right place. And that is, sometimes that comes with trial and error. But for instance, as you can tell, this is not a shady sort of woodlandy grove type area.
No, there's literally no shade.
However, therefore, there's no point in me planting those types of plants here. So there's no point in fighting against it. And it is the soil and the environment telling me, no thank you, or the plant saying, yes please, like that.
Right, okay, that's lovely. So you're in some sort of conversation with the land. What do you think people come here to remember? I mean, obviously flowers are lovely and you can play and they're pretty on the surface level, but what else is going on? What's the deeper thing?
A lot of people comment to me about the scent element. So not every flower that I grow is scented because not every flower is, but I try to make sure there's a large proportion of scent out here. And scent is really evocative for memories. So quite often people will say to me, oh, my grandma used to, or something like that, or oh, I had these in my wedding bouquet, or these sorts of things. And it starts to get people thinking and talking, and I think that's really lovely.
It's about memories as well.
Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
a few butterflies.
this is really entertaining to me. So give this a rub, smell your hands, and tell me what you think it smells of.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh, does it smell familiar?
It's very citrus, aniseedy.
So this is a herb.
Okay.
And I really enjoy
beautiful.
Testing people with this. So
you
can.
On. Let me try again. Every time I smell it, I'm getting something different.
So it's got nice, fluffy, feathery foliage.
Yeah. Okay, I'm not getting this right, am I?
No, but that's okay. So what happens is everybody that I say this to, they're like, oh, and they all go.
Let's see if the listeners can play along. So it's very soft. I know you can't smell it.
So it's soft.
You describe the smell first.
It's got a sweet smell,
yes.
I think.
Yes.
I think it smells...
It's sort of a green bush with tiny little...
sort of fimbrillated bits of greenery.
Yes.
And the greenery itself has got, there's a sort of like it's called glaucus. It's like a greeny blue, and it's got touches of
something, and I just can't put my finger on it. I can't put my
nose on it.
So as
soon as I tell you what it is, I'm confident that you'll react how everyone else does.
Go on.
This is a cola plant.
That's it. It's Coca-Cola. Oh my goodness. It is.
And whenever I say that to people, they're like, of course it is.
It is. It's that sickly sweet smell, but in a nice way.
Yeah, it's like, like the
grandma's
cola bottom sweetie type.
Coke. I'm thinking of Coke float now immediately. Coke with ice cream flavour.
And an old-fashioned, like a glass Coca-Cola bottle.
Absolutely. Oh, wow.
And that's part of the joy.
That is amazing. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I can't leave here without looking at your meadow, because I can see around the farm you've got this enormous wildflower meadow that I just want to run through in some sort of idyllic kind of,
running your hands. I can tell you to trip over straight away. It's not suitable for active running, but we can go and have a look.
If we could, yeah.
Do you want me to take you up? If we go up this way, you can step in slightly. But in here,
oh, it's absolutely glorious.
See, although it looks completely white, if you start looking inside it, so these are oxeye daisies, which are predominant at the moment.
Yes.
But this is greater knapweed, this pink spiky purpley. This is yarrow, or achillea, it's its garden name. This one here, I wonder if I can get this to work for you. Can you hear this? This is called yellow rattle.
Oh, yes. Yellow rattle. Okay.
And obviously it's got that name. Oh, I've just thrown seeds all over myself. Brilliant. But the reason it's called yellow rattle is because when it has died, it sounds like a rattle, and it is yellow. Amazing. And this was in full flower earlier on, which in fact I can see a little bit of it here. If I point that out to you, that is it in flower. Wow. Then we've also got plantain in here. We've got a variety of different grasses.
But it's just clovers. To look at, if we can describe what we're looking at, it just goes on as far as the eye can see, pretty much to the horizon.
A sea of soft, feathery, white and yellow.
Absolutely
pinky,
beautiful.
Purpley. I mean, can you see all the butterflies?
Yeah. It's absolutely stunning. So what do flowers understand about life that humans often forget?
Perseverance. Don't give up. So, for instance, I have been known to spend hours nurturing a particular plant, trying to give it everything it needs, and it just no. And then I come back and it's fine. And you think, how? How have you done that? Or you'll walk past somewhere and find something growing out of a crack in a pavement or out of a pure solid block of concrete, and there's a scabious just winking at you, and you think, crikey. It's that sort of resilient, it's okay, we've got this, we'll try again. Yeah.
Because it's less about flowers and more about just being human and feeling that I'm here, I'm alive right now.
It's interesting you say that, because I'm part of my development plans is on the far end of the meadow. I'm going to be putting in a wildlife pond at some point this summer, and then over the winter I think I have definitely talked myself into this. I'm going to work out how to put a little sort of wildlife hide or bird watching hide in here, and we're going to sort it out so that people have got the option to come along and just enjoy being here and taking it in, watching the birds. Incidentally, a yellowhammer has got a really obvious bird call. I can hear it. It's basically what we say in the countryside, is it's saying, just a little bit of bread and cheese.
I love that. Just a little bit of bread and cheese.
Exactly. And when I told
you
my
ever put
partner
out bread
this,
and cheese?
no,
No, no. You
wouldn't
never
waste
answer.
it on them. No. My partner, when I first told him, thought I was being an absolute lunatic, and as I was telling him, one then obliged. As I said it.
Amazing. I love that. And, you know, I think you have to be a little bit on the loony side to embark on such
Yeah.
an amazing job for the rest of your life. This isn't a one weekend, one
No,
week
it's
thing.
definitely
This is
a big
yeah,
commitment and lifestyle choice.
absolutely. Walking through the flower fields with Claire, I'm reminded that beauty doesn't arrive overnight. It's planted, it's nurtured, trusted. Perhaps we're not so different as human beings. Next week, I'm excited to meet with Dandy from Fine and Dandelion, exploring folklore, belonging, and the stories the landscape holds if we're just willing to listen. Don't forget to follow along wherever you get your podcasts.